Abusia Prophet Telvin Exposes about Abetoto Ayampia was plane crash no. In fact, nimpa ne yehye man nimpo no nka ho. O say nya saa enye nyame na fa afia nka saa mre na Jane eye Ghana ye VP no vice president no. Ono ana nka saa mre oye president of Ghana. Inti asem no obu ne be. O say nam de to Prophet Wusu Bempa mre bi etwam after so okoshe nkom bi no what vibe na say.
Alternative was bigger. That's why we didn't temper at all. Because I said it clearly. I think I spoke about this in 3 good times. The first time I mentioned what will happen. The second time I explained that I have been able to, we've solved it, but we're trying to get a hold of one part of it in time. But I can't get a hold of it. And in time, if you don't take it, to slip out of your finger, my exact words. And if you slip out of your finger, you can't get a hold of it, then you leave it. Finally, I came back to come and conclude. That was, I think, last 2 weeks. And I'm back and says 2 ministers will be out of it. The shuffle is going to happen. There's nothing I can do about it. Because that one, the alternative in time was not something I was willing to face. Yes. Like by now, as we are sitting down here, Nana Jane Opoku-Agyeman will be president of Ghana. Like this morning. Yes. Wow. She will be the president of Ghana by this morning.
I get you.
Exactly. So we have to, the alternative was different.
Into utie ne nsem na okeka ne ba bi ofiri ba ne dia otumo say JM why dey nyame ayi na firi me na onkonkon san hene wa betoto ayampia p subscribe say na your first time ahwe me awia no wa share kama video we arechi dom me kase felo no agime so say fela die mu ode inti Ghana na no yanti asempa yekoda sore in fact na dey no whether ni mu yeku afedi enkote a yetia ne se Ghana Air Force omo helicopter bia yeden a crash na in fact be ya areho se mielu su 2 ministers eni afoforo pi we enra e wo KFM na me hu se Nana Romeo a host Prophet Telvin Exposes or ye one young gentle prophet bia me feeling style bia bi ono okase tana hanum okọ aka bebo yaso den na ko na hwe obe na obeka so ono ohun a long time answer na Ghana difo ni bi be start so omo beka no nu ahu
because and news na yete na enye news are there. Did you foresee this?
Yes. Yeah, I saw it coming, obviously. And I believe obviously once you are masters of time and in the 4th dimension, nothing happens without us knowing. Even if we don't talk about it, we know that it is coming.
Wow.
And we interfere with a lot of time. So what happens is it's not my style to come and really pinpoint people that are going to die. Obia woni style of communication, yes. And the way we prophesy is very unique in its own angle. And if you check, I've seen some people talking about my prophecy CB from the beginning of the year. And I would think I was in Accra FM in America about the things that are about to happen. I was speaking about shuffle, be because we're in the government system. Because all of a sudden, that all of a sudden, vacancy, I bet you 2 vacancies empty. Where they are moving this minister here to this place, this one here to this place, bringing in new ones and then resetting appointment. I mean, no, appointment is over. It's 1 year. And the moment appointment we are, how can you just change it and start moving people in the same 1 year? It never happens anyway. Exactly. So me share and I was like, this is strange. Then I went to the backstory to see why did it happen. So in that interview too, I broke it down. Say there will be funerals. And I won't say you have to quote your communication well because Ghana, I want to show you how so you always speak with wisdom so that you don't just end up saying, hey, this one's going to die, that one's going to, because with that one, no, I learned one lesson from the great prophet of Wusu Bempa.
Okay.
I learned one great lesson from him. That is the prophetic godfather, the gate man of the entire nation. I think in Africa as well, the whole of Africa, there is no prophet like him.
Wow.
Yes. He's the gate man of the prophetic ministry in Africa. Yeah. And he made a prophecy some years ago. And the prophecy brought a lot of problems. To understand, say, he went through certain situations. So it brought a lot of wisdom to understanding. Sure. If you watch the fathers going through some things, also now are going to say, these things, obe cover no well. Utina if you are ukasa na wa cover no exactly.
Besa no ma bi to prophet wusu bempower bro ko hye nkom bi nti no e ma odi tu ne hofo nti enya sem bia na oye den obeba bebie na no aka te se mali advert. In fact so ka ko be fra ne ntoma kakra nti wie na oba beka se angel of death no see release na no matter what e was so onya nimpa ye den e de kwenti nimpa na enam ne so nti release no so oba na so obetu no wa metu no obefa bi akọ se ministers ne de ti bia wo so mu ko so no ne prophecies bi o kan o to hu se omo reshafo as ministers no ye yi bia fro de bia be hye o mienu film a whole lot of gang shit. In fact prophet Telvin obetutu ayampia na asem no ba bi obo so a na ye me wanwa ne se o sinka de betia ne se anu pai eye na Jane ani aboni din so be president of Ghana and Jane Mensa be president meaning na GM an accident no ye hyehyema no.
Yeah, sure. So I think in precise communication, what was more interesting was the appointments, the minister's appointment, the shuffle, and the conclusion. Normally, in time, we always talk about the conclusion of the matter. So, in the prophecy, I spoke about 2 appointees, ministers. They will be dead, which is funeral. I added funeral, and then finally, shuffle of appointments, which means vacancy, then the shuffle of appointment.
So, you mentioned this?
Yes. So I told them precisely 2 ministers will be out of it. So
not be anywhere you bet me there was nothing we could do.
Nanka in precise communication last year I gave one of my people prophecy who is very close to the president and I was talking to the person and what I saw was the same crash, but that was precise in communication. But one thing I realized was that it was with the person, her and the president, and other people involved. So I checked all of those things, and then we analyzed it. But then this accident, it was meant for someone else. Though the 2 ministers were supposed to be involved in it, but it was a different turn of events. That's why I always tell people tempering with time in a very simple manner causes a lot. And so you say some people were supposed to be there and they were not there and something else happened.
So it could be say a yankrophobia na fidie no ehwom.
Yes. Once an angel of death, there's a way it functions. When angel of death is assigned, by all means, the number of people it comes with will definitely go. It doesn't matter. So when we decide to temper with time, like a lot of people talk, oh, Obibe won't mean, sister.
Yes.
Once you touch it and you have an angel of death involved in the situation, he will still take somebody. So you may temper with time where this situation is going to happen here. You temper with it and move it out. The next moment, a plane carrying maybe 500 people will actually crash in the midst of somewhere where you are not expecting, right in the same country, because he will definitely take. If he doesn't take A, he will take B. They don't live without anything. And that's the problem. And sure, now you see where you can remove something and then it will go in a slight way. You try your best.
Okay, so let's see. Say, Endra DACA, military helicopter crash.
Right.
Fanasebia, a nipa ba could be near you. So all the perishes now coming in, only victims.
Collateral damage. Only 2 ministers were needed. Yes.
Hey. Now,
very serious situation.
So I mean, who said the question a crowd? So was the person among the people who who died yesterday?
No.
No. So why did it happen?
What we say in time, it was set that 2 ministers would be out so that the shuffle will happen.
Okay.
It's already set in time. Even if we were trying to temper with it, the other alternative was bigger. That's why we didn't temper at all, because I said it clearly. I think I spoke about this in 3 good times. The first time I mentioned what will happen. The second time I explained that I have been able to, we've solved it, but we're trying to get a hold of one part of it in time. But I can't get a hold of it, and in time, if you don't take it, to slip out of your finger, my exact words. And if you slip out of your finger, you can't get a hold of it, then you leave it. Finally, I came back to come and conclude. That was, I think, last 2 weeks. When Ambeka says 2 ministers will be out of it, the shuffle is going to happen. There's nothing I can do about it. Because that one, the alternative in time was not something I was willing to face. Yes. Like by now, as we are sitting down here, Nana Jane Opoku-Agyeman will be president of Ghana. Like this morning. Yes. Wow. She will be the president of Ghana by this morning.
I get you.
Exactly.
I get
so
point now.
we have to. The alternative was different.
So how come that person they wanted escape Obina yini free mana? How did
spiritual capacity? Once you have the deeper understanding of the things of the spiritual, you can smell things when they are coming, and then things spiritual readiness. Sometimes you are going somewhere and you would have everybody has their own information. It's not anything that you broadcast. Maybe let's say wo call baby how kono ebi asembesi wo ama wo afamwe but they never spoke about the rest of the people. But maybe another person may have spoken about the rest of the people, but mainly you were concerned about one person because that's what you saw. And here you free man, that does not take out the prophecy. It will still happen, but you will not be a part of it. And that's how it is. Yes.
Nice.
Yes. Wow. There's one thing you have to understand about one say income should be because not be because and you see me come and say something on that line and prophets I say this is what is coming. Ministers are going, this is happening, there's going to be shuffle, which means we have concluded it's stuck in time. So unless we try to temper with time, it's different from say Bobi, and then you explain that one. That's a very different from what we are doing. What we are doing is like we scribe prophecy as a Bible more prophecies. Yeah. That's our own. If whatever you do, it is going to happen unless you decide to temper with time. And if the alternative is worse than what you have, you keep what you have.
Okay. So let me ask this. They said you know a CA. Yebeka say e nyame na yi sa nipa no na mo hwe na free mo. Ana e nipa no ne man of God be baby and the car say don't join. Which is it God or a prophet being a save?
It's obviously God's work that takes effect. Because God, the prophet doesn't work on his own. It is God never man information say, hey, this person your call baby, you need free move because where the person is going is very dangerous. And to catch and now I think with free move, then the person becomes safe here.
Nebasa say nyankopon ne mana kana omukoye victims yi hono ade na nyame antimi anseve mu nyina preko.
And you can say I always say one thing is
nti JMD nyame ayi no afiri menyo no nkwa na eka ya mi hu sa ajagraja ka similar thing me no nkon san yin PKAY Africa ni de bia matter say here we know the sleep wada no new street in asante for friend history you paying for a juicy saucy spicy till we meet again Charlie Macrow.